Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So yesterday I got that email. Yes, that notorious email that says that on February 20th, 2018, I will no longer be a partner with YouTube. That the new criteria I do not meet. I understand that there needed to be something take place to fix some of the issues. My first intention was to come home yesterday and rant and cry and piss and complain, but I decided to hold off and wait and really evaluate and think about things and come to terms with it before I said something extremely ignorant or I did something to make myself look extremely stupid. Now, I've just recently got over 600 subscribers. My view count as a total isn't bad, and I'm actually not too far off from the 4,000 hours count. I think that's wouldn't be that hard to catch up with. The biggest issue I had at first is I have been paid out by YouTube. A lot of people are saying that, well, they haven't gotten paid before, or they just started getting to where they were accumulating that money. YouTube, the way it sets up, there's a threshold. You have to earn up to $100, and then once you hit $100, they pay you out. I've actually been paid before, and I'm only about $8 to $10 away from being paid out again. Normally I don't talk about the money on this channel, but seeing as it doesn't look like it's going to be anything that I'm going to be able to do for the little foreseeable future, I figured why not. So my first instinct was, well, if by February 20th I'm not able to accumulate enough money to get that payout, what happens to that money? Now today I saw something where I believe that they are going to go ahead and pay that out, and I'm hoping they stick with that. That would be nice. There's a lot of bigger creators out there that are basically saying they agree with what's going on, and it used to be even stricter to get into the partnership program, and all these other channels and aren't having to go through the sacrifices they had to get to the point they're at to make money. And I completely understand where you're coming from. I got paid out when I was still around 250, 300 subscribers. So back then, for the last year and a half, I've kind of thought that the meta with YouTube wasn't exactly subscribers, because anybody can click subscribe, but that don't mean that they're actually following or watching you. I always thought that the way that the analytics and the way that YouTube worked more was trying to get more views and retention time on those videos. So that's what I was trying to concentrate on, was making content that people might actually decide that they would watch as much of it as I could, not worrying 100% about that subscriber count. Now, I get excited every time I gain a subscriber. I get excited every time that something new, somebody new subscribes and leaves a comment. But to me, I want my channel to grow organically. I don't want to go out there and spend $100 to get 1,200 bots to subscribe to my channel, because to me, that's not something that I can feel pride about. I want to know that my channel is subscribed by people that actually care about some form of the content that I'm producing and putting my time into. I do work a full-time job. I have 3 children, and I've heard all the other big creators saying, oh, you got to make sacrifices, you've got to want to do it. Listen, I've been making YouTube videos since 2006. I made my first YouTube video, I made my account in 2006, so trust me, I understand. I started YouTube before I never thought anybody from YouTube would get paid money unless like some Hollywood agent found you and picked you up, and I thought that was just a pipe dream as well. I never thought YouTube would be where it's at today back then whatsoever. I just enjoyed making videos and posting them for everybody else to see. Now, would I want anybody now to see the videos I made back in 2006? Hell no. But my point is this. To take pride in some of these videos, there is incurred cost. I don't have sponsorships. I don't have, resources on my level to be able to do grand projects, but it is important for me to, when I do the projects I do, that I don't have to worry about things like copyright music, not have to worry about always, like, for instance, like, I have Christopher Mears, Mears Beats, makes my music for my channel, but he does not do that for free. He is a friend, I consider him family, but he gets compensated for that. It's not always cash, but he gets compensated for his time and for his product that he produces. And I do make sure I advertise for him even on some videos that I don't even put his music in. So I mean, there's always a trade-off somewhere. And that little $100 check that I was getting as a small channel helps offset some of the cost of some of the stuff I'm having to pay for the channel. When I do a review on something, I pay for it. I don't have any company sending me anything. Whenever I'm playing a video game for the gaming stuff, I paid for that. And I understand most everybody else has to do this too, which is fine. I completely understand that. But I thought the fact that YouTube allowed partnership with even some of these smaller channels was awesome, because every time that I would get closer to that 100, I would realize, like, hey, things are picking up, motivation, you know, step my game up some more, everything's working out very well. So, you know, that little small offset cost was a big deal, even though basically it was chump change, you know, pennies for hours of work. It was at least some type of inspiring incentive. You know, and I've seen on the internet, YouTube, Twitter, you know, a lot of people are going to quit. I'm not going to quit. I'm doing YouTube because I like doing YouTube. I enjoy interacting with people. I enjoy making videos. I enjoy producing content. I do plan on taking this situation and meeting it head on and doing whatever I can to meet the criteria to get partnered back with YouTube. It might take some time, but I'm focused, I'm determined, and I'm patient. I will get back there. That's fine. But I just think that there could have been maybe a better system implemented in this. You know, I rely on a lot of people that donate and help with their time as well. Henry bought the drone. Henry bought a lot of stuff. He got the microphone for the short film we produce. Christopher gives me video games when he finds retro games. I mean, I've got people that go to Goodwills and thrift stores and look out for old stuff for me to be able to have for the YouTube videos and stuff. My wife buys me decorations and gets me specialty things made. And it's because they see how much pride I take in what I do, and they want to be a part of it. And nobody ever looks at me and says, you owe me for this. I don't believe that YouTube owes me for it, but if they're going to put advertisements on my videos, and if they're going to make a little bit of money off of it, and they were giving me the opportunity to make a little bit, I thought that was a win-win situation. Now, I do have a small problem at this point, and I'm kind of conflicted, because you can make the point, well, they're giving you a free way of uploading and storing your videos for the general public to see, so they're paying your debt. But I don't like the fact that they've allowed me at this point to be able to make a few dollars with ads, and then if they take my partnership away, are they going to continue to put ads on my videos and they make money off of them and I'm not? I mean, it's kind of like, I feel like I'm a kid in school again, and I come home with a report card that's like, all my grades are B pluses, but I'm still being punished because it's not good enough, because I should have straight A's or it's nothing. And that just does not sit well with me. You know, some of us aren't able to get Patreon funding and get some of the perks. I mean, like, my brand isn't really something I don't think people would want to walk around with a MajinZendo TV shirt on, or shoes, or pillowcases and cell phone cases. You know, I might be wrong. If you're somebody that is interested in that, let me know in the comments. But, you know, I'm very humble when it comes to my channel. I don't expect for too much, and I don't over expect how things should go. and I do want my channel to continue to grow organically. I'm already at a disadvantage. I've handicapped myself by not having one ideology and one theme for my channel. My channel is all over the place. My channel has gaming, technology, reviews, repairs, you know, my thoughts on stuff, vlogs, what I do at work, what I do at home, my children playing in the snow. It's more about my life, my interests, and the way my mind sees things is that, like, if there's all this stuff that I'm interested in and stuff that I enjoy, with the amount of people on this earth, there's got to be other people that enjoy the same type of stuff I do. There's got to be other people that have the same interests I do. And I just got to figure out how to reach out to them people and figure out if they would enjoy watching what I got to produce. You know, people like Ghost that plays games with me. We try to play every Saturday. I mean, he's contributed to my channel. You know, he's given me video games to play. And it's stuff like that that I rely on to be able to do and continue with what's going on. And, you know, that little $100 that I could get, you know, every 4 months, every 6 months, just help offsets some of that incurred cost for the content. And, you know, it's one of those things where there could have been tears. There could have been tears. If you've already got, if you're under the sub count and you're underneath whatever the views, the hourly views are, and you're not quite up there, I mean, maybe they could have just lowered your CPM or something, or maybe kept you as like on a probationary partnership. I don't like the fact of knowing that I thought I had achieved something, regardless of what anybody else thinks and how they look at it, and that it gets stripped away. I think that's the thing that hurts me the most. It's because I finally felt like I was achieving something. When I got my DUI back in July of 2015, and I decided that I was not going to do anything stupid anymore and I was going to stay out of trouble, and I got back into doing YouTube, and I haven't quit doing it since then. And now I feel like everything I've worked towards and everything that I've accomplished, I'm kind of back at square one. Because, I mean, are they going to, now that we're not partner, are we going to be like less likely to be put in any of the algorithms? Are we going to have to work extra hard to try to get put back into the mix of everything? Are they definitely going to make sure the Logan Pauls and the Jimmy Fallons and everybody else is going to have jurisdiction over everything? I don't know. I mean, I'm confused, and I'm hurt. I'm hurt in not the childish way, but I'm hurt in the fact that I don't think a 30-day grace period is enough to adjust to this. I believe that, like, if you were at least over 500 subscribers, that they could do something to help get you pushed in the right direction. Not, well, we've got these little courses you can watch and this and that. I mean, it would, you know, it's taken me 2 years to get 600. I doubt very seriously I can get 400 in a month without having to spend a ton of fucking money and doing some shady shit. And I'm not willing to stoop down to those kind of levels. And for me personally, I will stick this out. It's not about the money, but the money does help. I'm not looking at, you know, this was not the year that I knew that I was going to be able to quit my job and do YouTube for a living. I know I still have to pay my dues. But, you know, I kind of looked at it more like a tip. You know, you get paid your hourly wage and you do a good enough job for somebody and they slip you a 20 and say, hey, you know, lunch is on me and go get you a 6-pack of beer when you get home. And that just kind of boosts your spirit a little bit. And that's kind of how I saw the YouTube thing going. I mean, I remember the first time I got paid by Google, regardless of how much it was, and I was just like, I did it. It was like this huge milestone. It was like, you know, to every one of you people that said that I was wasting my time and that this was going nowhere and all I do is sit in a shed and make videos for children and play Dragon Ball games and tinker with all the stuff that I do, and oh, it takes him too long to repair stuff because he's too worried about filming it and all this other stuff. It was a big, up yours. I got paid something. I don't care how much it was. I got paid something to do that, and it felt good. It boosted my self-esteem. It gave me drive. It gave me passion. This isn't deterring that aspect of it. I just feel like I know that there's an epidemic of channels out there that are very cancerous to YouTube as a whole. I understand that there's a whole network of underground shady shit going on in the background of these things. But it kind of sucks that some of the bigger YouTubers are the ones causing and stirring up trouble. So it's us that's got to change our ways to make sure that we can protect money for the other people. And I'm just having a hard time coming to terms with some of this. They say that time heals all wounds, and it's fine. This isn't a gaping, gashing hole. This is a paper cut. It stings for a little while. And, this might turn into being, the best thing that could happen, because maybe this will weed out some of those people that are trying to just do this for a quick buck, that are just trying to do this because they think it's easy money. I'm going to keep doing my thing and hope that my audience does eventually find me, and hopefully they find it to be something that they enjoy, and I can rise up the ranks sometime, somewhere. And if I'm able to do this forever, awesome. If not, I'll still post videos because it's still something I enjoy doing. This is my hobby. This is what keeps me out of trouble. This is what I like to do. And I will continue doing YouTube. There's nothing going to change on our side. I'm going to continue being me. I just really feel like the execution sucked in the manner in which this all transpired, and I wish we would have had a little bit more time to prepare. But you kind of take things like this and you deal with it the best you can. But you'll be seeing more of us, and hopefully we'll get some of the backing and some of the support that we were looking for. So if you haven't already, please subscribe, throw a like, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about everything going on, and we'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one. Later.